Good morning, everyone. I'm humbled and honored to be among you today. What a great audience. So, luxury. We know that luxury historically has been defined by nobility, and it's been there for a long time. However, it was until the end of the 20th century that luxury in real estate has become a global phenomenon. And this phenomenon was mainly driven by the developments that took place in the fashion industry at the beginning, where there was like mergers and acquisitions, which led to the creation of prestigious fashion houses and other brands as well. In combination with the rise in the disposable income and wealth of people, which has created lots of demand for luxury real estate. However, with these developments, we have noticed that luxury real estate is not about owning a very expensive asset anymore. It's about the experience that these real estate assets are creating. And if we look at both sides, from the buyers and the developers, there are two different perspectives aiming at the same objective. So we have the wealthy people on one side who have aspirations, and the luxury real estate is trying to meet these aspirations by creating the right experiences that offer rarity, authenticity, history, and craftsmanship. On the other side, the developers are also trying to work and create new products in order to meet these requirements by creating the right experiences, enabling a prestigious lifestyle, but this will come at a premium price. And this is where the importance of this asset class is for both sides. So these developments have been driven by multiple elements and multiple factors. So we have seen a big growth in demand for luxury real estate, especially after the financial crisis in 2008 and 2007. It was reinforced after the pandemic in 2020. And the two main reasons behind that are the rise of the high net worth individuals who have enough money to buy these types of residences. And at the same time, we are seeing a shift in an intergenerational shift of the wealth. And I wanted to clarify one point here. We have most of the wealth at the moment, it is within the hands of the baby boomers generation. And in the next decade, we will see a big shift to Generation X and Generation Y, which will multiply the numbers of these wealthy people. And if you look at the chart here, you would see that the number of the high net worth individuals will continue to increase in many countries. And if you look at the yellow dots, you will see at the high percentages at which these high net worth individuals will increase. These developments have come as well with many trends. So we have been noticing many trends in the luxury real estate. These trends are actually different across the different types of the asset classes. So if we look at retail, for example, we see that location is very important. Why? Because these companies that own the luxury brands, they want to secure a good location for a long time and make sure that they don't have to pay high rents. Therefore, they have started owning these locations. While, for example, in hotels, the focus is mainly on unmatched level of comfort and hospitality. This is how it is differentiating this asset class from the other. While for living, which is the main focus of our topic and meeting today, is about like meeting or catering for the needs of these high net worth individuals by creating ample living space, high quality interior design, superlative architecture, and high-end services. And these trends, we have noticed that most of these trends are taking place in 4 main cities. And the reason that we have chosen these 4 cities as benchmarks for luxury living is mainly because they are attracting and meeting most of the aspirations of the high net worth individuals. And on top of that, which is more important, is the number of transactions that are happening in these cities, which are representing around 50% of the total transactions in the luxury real estate market. And on top of that, these cities are very attractive for the wealthy individuals, and they are also attracting lots of tourists, which are creating more demand for luxury living. And again, more charts here. So if you look at the branded residences selling prices in these 3 main cities, we would notice that London is still leading among these cities, with a discrepancy of the prices, of course, between London, Paris, and Milan. If you look at this chart as well, in order to check the premiums, also, London is still leading these premiums, but there are emerging trends in other cities, like, for example, Amsterdam here. So Amsterdam is one of the emerging markets for real estate luxury in Europe. These developments are also going in line with creating or differentiating the concepts of luxury. It's not only about the exceptional or ultra luxury or luxury real estate. The diversification is becoming from different sources and different alternatives. Like, for example, we are seeing new brands that are entering the luxury market, not only the fashion like brands, but also, for example, the automotive. Porsche, Aston Martin are entering, and this is a way of presenting their brand values to these high net worth individuals. The diversification also is not happening with the different types of brands or different types of asset classes. It's also being diversified from a geographical perspective as well. So if we look at the table here on the slide, it shows a very strong pipeline of new luxury real estate projects. And it's not only in APAC and the Americas, but also in the EMEA, which includes the Middle East. And this is the point where I want to reach in my presentation in order to show the importance of this new trend in the region as well. So if we look at Saudi Arabia, we have noticed that Saudi Arabia is catching up in the region when it comes to branded residences and luxury real estate. Jeddah and Riyadh are catching up. Of course, we know that this trend has already started in the UAE, mainly in Dubai, but Jeddah and Riyadh are also catching up. And if you look at the slide, you would see some of the brands that have entered the Saudi market already. Of course, if you look at Etoile Group, which is owned by Elias Bou, who was honored last week in Saudi Arabia during the 1001 seasons, which was a great event, by the way. And if you look at the chart, you will see that Riyadh, sorry, I can't see it from the other side, but Riyadh and Jeddah here are catching up and are becoming like emerging markets in the region to catch up with Abu Dhabi and Dubai, among other cities around the world. So this shows the importance of the Saudi market when it comes to growth. It's still at a nascent stage, but there will be more and more interest in developing such projects. From a pricing perspective, these are only like indicative prices that I wanted to include here on the slide just to show how these markets are reacting to the demand of this type of real estate assets. So in Jeddah, for example, the price is around 40,000 riyals per square meter, where in Riyadh, the average is around 47,000. In comparison to other cities, we would like to highlight that the numbers are at the lower level compared to other cities around the world. In terms of the way forward, we believe that this trend will influence the real estate industry in Saudi Arabia. And here I want to highlight something, that there is ongoing desire for demand for luxury real estate in the region. And it's showing in different markets. As we said, it started in the UAE, the big trend there. Now it's moving to Saudi Arabia. And all this is happening, but I don't want to show it as it's a very simple process. There are many challenges that are coming with this trend. And I would like to highlight some of these challenges, which are related actually to the developers, buyers, and operators. The developers and the brands that are contributing or are part of this project, they come first, they develop, they go, while the buyer, for example, is expecting that these two stakeholders would remain for a longer period, which is not the case. And then comes the role of the operator, which needs to have the right experience in order to manage these type of assets, because they are completely different than other asset classes. And here, just to close with this, I wanted to highlight a very important fact, that all the stakeholders, including the developers, investors, the brands, and the buyers, they need to align their strategies with the new trend that is coming to the market, in order to make sure that they can leverage all their capabilities to benefit from the opportunities that will come to the market in the next few years. Thank you very much.